Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share is the tea.
Hello and welcome to Seasoned Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
And today we're going to be covering Extreme Sisters Season 2, Episode 1, So Happy Together, as a cat lands on your desk. We've been talking for 15 minutes and no cats. And the second we start recording, there she is.
It's like Indiana knows when it's like, oh, are we working? I'm here.
Oh, we're recording? You just hit record? All right, let's go.
I'm right here, Mom. Okay, So Happy Together. Anna and Lucy double down on their identical lifestyle, and stepsisters Ashley and, is it V or Vi?
V
prove extreme sisterhood isn't always about being related.
Yeah, I like them. So our normal ranking, I like them a lot. Our normal ranking system, we do least interesting to most interesting, though I do think that the first episode was kind of not great.
See,
it's not as dramatic as the second one.
Yeah, and I watched them so quickly back to back that it was like, oh, I don't know if that was first or second.
Everything you've mentioned is from the second episode.
That makes sense.
So there's going to be probably a lot of Summer talking about the wrong episode, is my guess.
Yep. But you guys just be prepared.
Let's do this. So Ashley and V, they're stepsisters.
Which is so nice.
I think it's refreshing. And they said that they started out not liking each other. Like, apparently they met like in their 20s, it sounded like. That's when their parents got together. Yeah. They started out not liking each other at all. And then eventually they got close because V saw Ashley's man getting cozy with another woman and called her and basically was like, do you know about this? And then Ashley was like, oh, you're actually a sister. And I thought that was a really cute story. Yeah. I mean, it's fucked up that her man was cheating on her, but like, it was sweet.
Yeah. No, I feel like it makes me sad for her that maybe she didn't have any girls in her life that should be. We should all be girls and be like, hey, that your man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's sweet. And now they're super close.
They're very close. I mean, they did some stuff that I don't think I would do for you. So yeah, it is what it is. They say they've been inseparable and then they call each other my person, which is cute. But also I get it, but I don't get it if you're with someone else. You know, if you have a life partner, I don't think you should. I don't know.
I mean, I have a soulmate who's not my husband, so I get it.
I know. But I don't. Like,
but I mean, but it's different because I don't know. I get it, but also nothing that they have done yet has made me think that they've taken it too far.
Okay. Well, on that note, so the girls are going to a piercing shop and Ashley is getting a VCH, which is a vertical clitoral hood piercing.
That's why they kept abbreviating it.
So it's like a piercing so the hood gets pierced, not the clitoris itself. And basically it's safer than getting your clitoris. I don't even know if we can say that word, but it is what it is. I think it's supposed to be safer because you aren't risking your nerves getting damaged by piercing your clitoris.
So why I don't know. I'm such a I don't know. I just don't think I could do this.
I mean, I don't know that I would ever do it, but if I had to get one, I would get probably that one rather than.
Why would you have to? Like you're dared or something? Or
it's supposed to give you more pleasure, I guess.
Girl, I don't know. Now I'm like, well, I could. Well, I don't know.
Well, I guess it would be kind of nice sometimes.
It would be kind of nice. Like,
yeah, because it's supposed to, I guess, stimulate you more because you have more friction.
Okay, but then you're done so much faster.
Summer is sold.
I'm like, okay, let's go.
But like, you don't have to be. That's the beautiful thing about being a woman is like you don't have to be a one and done. You can do as many times as you want.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, that was really fun. Oh, you're not done? Okay, well, okay.
Are you done now? Are you close?
Are you done?
Are we done?
Are you done now?
All right, hurry up. I'm tired. I don't want to do that
it's
anymore.
Like, I have so much YouTube to watch, sir.
Oh my God. She's busy. She's got a lot of YouTube to watch.
I have
a lot of arrest videos.
I also have, to be fair, I have a side hustle that doesn't hustle. So I have side
We're
stuff
hustling.
to do.
We're hustling.
Yeah. I guess
We're
we are
just
hustling. We hustle. We
voluntary
hustle-ish.
We're having fun. That's what matters, because we wouldn't
Yeah.
be doing this for. We're not doing this for money. We're doing it for fun. But
Yeah.
anyway, so and then this is where they get a little like interesting.
Yeah, it gets questionable.
Because V starts like has a flashlight and is like, it looks like touching or showing the piercer where exactly to pierce Ashley's vagina.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
And even the piercing lady is like, that was kind of a lot. I'm going to be all up in there because it's my job to be all up in there, but I've never had someone else also be all up in there.
Yeah, I thought that was very, very weird too. I was like, I get that we're close, and it sounds like her sister has it. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Why else would
V
you like
has
be
one.
so like? Let me double check and make sure this is in the right spot. But I don't want you to go in like at Claire's when we used to do it. It's like take a marker and be like right here on that spot on her clit.
Like, I've known you for 37 years and never have I ever seen your wide open vagina.
Yeah, there are some things that should remain a mystery.
Yeah, like I've seen you naked, but I've never seen your vagina.
I've seen you naked, but I never like, hey, Audie, can you come lay on the bed and like cervical exam?
Throw your leg up. Let's see. Let's just get the full shot.
If you were murdered and they were like, you need to identify your sister's body by this lip, can you do it? I'm gonna be like, nope.
Nope. Can't do it.
I can't.
You're gonna have to ask her husband because nope, I can't do that.
It's like I can guess and be like,
do you have a boob? Like I can tell you what her nipples look like, but I can't tell you what her vagina looks like.
Only because you make fun of my nipples is why you would know my boobs.
I know. I always make fun of her because I say she has no nipples.
They're just
because they're flesh colored. They blend in so well.
They should be flesh colored, shouldn't they?
Yours
should
blend
be
in. Mine don't blend in.
I feel like they shouldn't be green. If they're green, it's a problem. But always makes fun
yours
of mine.
are like the same color as your skin.
Yeah, they
so
are.
Like
really
you can't see where they start. TMI.
Guys, yeah, thanks for joining in today, guys.
This is our weekly like TMI session.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway.
But she does make fun of me a lot anytime she sees me without a shirt on.
Yeah, I'm just like, where are they? Where's they go?
You don't even have nipples.
You don't. And then you said the other day that you think you have grandma's nipples, so that's fun.
Yeah, those are the disturbing things you find out when you have to help your grandma change, and you're like, oh,
no, that's
now at least I know.
Okay,
well, at least I know that the thing that Autumn makes fun of me for is genetic, at least, so that's fun. Thanks for passing that and my tiny hands, all from grandma.
She's got the tiniest little hands.
They're
and
not
little
that
feet.
Small.
They are that small. They are.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ashley gets the piercing. She says it hurts. V says that she orgasmed when she got hers.
So weird.
I mean, yeah, but go off.
Did you know
whatever?
There are some women who are lucky enough to orgasm during birth?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess it makes sense because it would be pressing on the top of your like vaginal canal where you're like G-spot, all the sensing things
like
are.
It's like why can't we all have that? And how does that like?
I know I watched a documentary about one woman who did it with her first kid, and then because she said it was the best orgasm of her life, and I'm like, please don't tell your kid that.
No, it's
anyway,
weird.
And then she was pregnant again, and it didn't happen for the second, and she seemed genuinely disappointed.
Like,
and it's just like, I mean, I get it, but that's odd.
Yeah, how do you tell? Hey, little Bobby, I'm so glad. You were the best orgasm I've ever had the day you were born. It's like,
that's just. I feel like that's something you keep to yourself. Probably. Yeah, I don't.
But you probably
know.
shouldn't put it on TV either.
No, I wouldn't have put it on TV. But
you keep that quiet.
And then Ashley finds out that she has to wait 6 to 8 weeks before she can. I don't know if it was have sex or masturbate or what it was, but she has to wait 6 to 8 weeks.
Surely it's like all of that, right? Because
I'm sure you would think it would be like, don't touch anything down there. Like you have an open wound now.
Yeah, that's gonna make wiping like. Would you be able to go swimming? Like, I've never got a tattoo or anything, but could you still swim?
You can't swim with a tattoo for like, I don't remember how long, like a month maybe.
That's
like
crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I don't know. I like swimming. I haven't swum. Swam is the right word.
Yeah.
Swam did. And like almost a year, but I'm like, oh, that's so sad. What
Yeah,
if
you
the
literally
opportunity
just don't
presents
get a
itself?
just don't get a tattoo around the summer and you're fine.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna get a hood piercing either because it seems slightly painful, and I'm not about that
It
life.
does seem painful, but I mean, I can see the appeal, I guess. So,
Yeah.
and then V starts talking about how something about they're walking out and she's like, "Oh, in 6 to 8 weeks I'll be pregnant. We'll be doing
Yeah.
ultrasounds and all that stuff." And we don't really know what the situation is yet.
No.
But we just know that she's planning on being pregnant.
Yeah. And Ashley did, when her sister was getting all up in there with a flashlight, did seem like she was like, well, this is awkward. And her sister was like,
yeah,
it's
why
fine.
are you just all up in my vagina?
Yeah.
All right.
Which
like
is
with
like,
a flashlight. Like
yeah.
gynos don't even like hold flashlights into your vagina.
No.
Oh, I got
like,
my
hey.
results back for redoing it and it's fine.
Yeah? Yeah, of course
I got them back way faster the second time.
Do you feel less panicked now?
I really wasn't that panicked because like when she did the first pap smear, I literally felt nothing. And I walked out and I was like, that is so bizarre because like it's never like it's just a pinch, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I've never not felt anything and I literally felt nothing. And I told her that and she was like, "Oh, you're welcome." And I was like, "No, I don't think you did it because I didn't feel it."
Did Shannon do it again this time?
Yeah, she did it again this time. And like she got done and I was like, "Okay, I felt it that time." And she was like, "Okay, good. I did a few more passes to like make sure that we like got it this time." And I was like, "Thank you." And then I got the results in like 2 days.
Wow, that was fast.
Well, I think it was because they owe me one, honestly. Because once you get it, you have to wait 2 months to do it again.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, you have to wait for your cervix to like heal and then do it again.
Because they do the whole thing? They don't wipe the whole thing, do they? Don't they do like a little?
I don't know, but it says something you have to wait for your cells to like regrow and then you can do it again.
Huh. Interesting.
But I think it might have also been faster because they didn't test me again for like HPV or anything like that because they already had those results. Yeah. So anyway,
congratulations! Yay!
Thank you. But anyway,
I still don't want to see it.
You don't want to see my vagine?
No, I don't want to see your vagine. I'm not going to see your GG.
No,
I'm like I don't want to see that. Or ping pang. What do we call it? Your pangy pingy?
Pang pang.
Yeah. Don't see your pang pingy.
But like, so every Sunday we find out that V and Ashley's families get together for game night. And Ashley wants a daughter and she's already named her Avea because she has 2 boys. And I don't remember their names. Avea is a beautiful name. We find out that Ashley had fibroids. On her uterus and stuff. And so she went in for surgery to have them removed and woke up and found out that they had removed her uterus, her fallopian tubes, and left her with her ovaries. So she woke up with parts removed. So which is heartbreaking because she wanted to have a baby. And then V has offered to carry a baby for Ashley. So that's the baby that she's talking about. She's offered to be a surrogate. So
great.
Amazing. Such a heartfelt and like selfless thing to offer someone. Like it's a true love kind of offer.
Yeah, it's literally offering your body. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It almost made me cry. I'm not emotional, but I was like, that's amazing.
It's very sweet. So they're planning on telling their families the plan tonight. And then V says that she needs to tell Demetrius, who is her common law husband, but she knows that he'll be livid. And this is while they're all just standing in the kitchen. Ashley and V are standing in the kitchen. Yeah, I don't like him. Ashley and V are standing in the kitchen. And Ashley's crying because she's like, I don't want to come between you and your husband. And then V says, if it was someone in his family, he would do it. So no. And then she says, and I love this line, honestly, because she says, blood does not define family. Like, because I think Ashley says something about like, but I'm not your blood. And she's like, it doesn't matter because blood does not make a family. And I love that sentiment.
No, I
agreed.
I mean, we've talked about it briefly, but we have a lot of adoption in our family. And it's just, it was never an issue. It was never
like,
about,
oh, that's my adopted aunt or that's my adopted cousin or anything like that. It was just, it's family.
We were just, and we've always known, we've known since we were kids that we've had adopted aunts and uncles and cousins and but it doesn't make a difference. And I did love that part, and that did make me cry because it was like, girl, I get that.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not about blood. Blood is the easiest thing to make a family. It's not the most important.
True. So V has 10 children, and she makes a joke that if you sneeze around her, she gets pregnant, which clearly is true. 10
Scary.
children in 20 years with Demetrius.
That's
lot.
crazy. It kind of reminds me of our aunt, because our aunt had her first 4 just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. But then like, well, also all of her kids seem to be teenagers. So I'm guessing she had these 10 kids within 10 to 11 years. Because none of them seemed very little. They all seemed like teens.
They all seemed like adults.
Yeah.
Like
they all
adulty or
like
teens. Yeah.
Yes. So V tells her family that she's going to be a surrogate for Ashley. And okay, we'll get into it more next week when they talk about it more. I do not think her husband or her boys understand what surrogacy means.
I didn't get the impression either, because I was like, it doesn't mean that, like, I don't know what y'all think is happening. It doesn't mean she's going
to have sex with Ashley's husband or whoever to get pregnant. It's completely medical. So
it also doesn't mean that you're getting another sibling or child.
No, yeah, she's going to surrogate, and then the baby's 100% Ashley's baby.
Yeah.
She's just the incubator.
Yeah, she's like a parking spot. She doesn't own the car.
Yeah. And I mean, so like Demetrius is like, we've talked about this and what did I say? Which do not come at me with that fucking attitude ever.
No, you do not like that anyway.
No, I don't. And so she's like, you said no. And then he says, well, then you're going to have to make a choice. Fuck off. Like, she is doing something. Like, we'll talk about it more next week because that's when the argument actually happens. But like, do not come at me with that energy, because she does say it's my body and it's my choice, and he says, no, I understand that, but I should have a say. And it's like, then you don't understand that.
No, because I will say, because I've watched the other episode, so I'm gonna try not to get confused. I understand him being like, but I do have a say. If it's like, you know, like we know people who have gotten pregnant and had a hard pregnancy where it's like, hey, you shouldn't do this again because you could die. And if that's the case, I understand him being like, what do you mean you're going to have a baby? Like, you barely made it through the last one.
Right. That would make sense if he's like, I don't think you're remembering how traumatic your last pregnancy was or something like that. But that doesn't seem like that's what he's saying.
No, because it seems
like he's saying that like, you're going to carry another man's baby. Fuck off.
Yeah. No, I don't like him. I don't like
that energy.
No.
I don't like it at all. Not even
just like, because I would even be somewhat sympathetic if he was like, look, I understand your body, and I'm not saying you can't do this, but first off, you're not remembering all the hardship that you had the last pregnancy because you were on bed rest for 6 months, which means I had to take care of everything. So this does affect me. Or you're a terrible person when you're pregnant. Do you remember that?
You're like, hard to be around.
Like, the reason we stopped having babies is because I didn't know if I could make it through every week with you pregnant.
She's got to be amazing pregnant, though, because why would you?
She's got to be.
10 there's got to be. Yeah, they must be easy.
Yeah, some people. Our aunt loved being pregnant. Some women love being pregnant. They love everything about it. So I feel
like you'd have to love it to not get fixed at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
10 is a lot. Yeah, to be like, I can't even do that for you. 10's a lot of
babies to have. Only my Sim has 10 babies. Well, she is 13.
Yeah, I was about to say, she has more than that, but yeah. But no, because I would understand his argument if it was something like, you're not healthy, like we are too old. You had a hard pregnancy, or you're just a bitch when you're pregnant. I don't want to deal with that for 9 months and then not even have something to show for it.
Or it's like a financial thing. Like, is he saying,
how are we going to afford this?
How are we going to afford that? Because Ashley can't afford it or something like that. You know, I could see having a decent discussion on whether or not this is something that makes sense for your family. But I really think that they just do not understand surrogacy.
Yeah, I get the impression he just doesn't want her. I mean, because it does seem very much like, I don't want you to be having sex with other men to have a baby. It's like,
or I don't want you giving my baby to your sister, kind of a thing. You know, like,
okay, well, that's
not what's happening here.
That's not what surrogacy is. So yeah, no. I did get the impression they didn't understand it, because it felt like you were offended by things that you shouldn't have been, instead of just being discussing things that make sense.
Yeah,
So
agreed. But we'll get into that one more next week because that's where the rest of the shoe falls. So Anna and Lucy, the girls are going to go get their hair done, and then they complain immediately that the chairs that are 2 feet apart are far too far apart.
Yes,
and they need to be right next to each other. So the girl does it for them, and then they make her measure their hair, and then they find out that one of their lengths is half of a centimeter, which we're from the US. I have no idea how much a centimeter is, but half of a centimeter longer than the other one's hair. And then they're just like, oh my God, how could that even happen? Because we're the same person. And it's like, and then the hairstylist is like, but you're not the same person. All bodies are different.
Yeah, which I did love that she's just like, why. Well, but you're not. You're not the same.
You're
so
not.
That's why.
But then one of them, I don't know the difference in them. And then one of them is like, you've been more stressed out than me, and that's why your hair's shorter. So,
which is so funny. It's like, or it could just be because we're different people.
Yeah. Or I didn't rub. I don't know. It could be so many different things. It could be so many different things. But they say that they have a doctor's certificate that says that they cannot be apart, which I do find interesting because I genuinely think that Anna and Lucy seem like very kind people. They seem very nice to me. I feel sorry for them, but I really think that they need like exposure therapy. I think that it would be good for them. Like, and they seem honestly crippled by not being identical. Like they live in constant fear of not being identical. And I think that we need exposure therapy.
Yeah.
Like we need move your hair. Now we're just going to have a conversation where your hair is not the same as her hair. And then we're going to gradually, it's okay. See, the world didn't it didn't collapse. You didn't change who you are. It's just,
maybe sit back to back and I want you to do this with your face. You do this.
Like just something, just slowly build up to where we're not right next to each other, because I think that they need it. I really do. They seem very kind though. I don't know.
Well, even the hairstylists at the end is like, they're very nice. They're very,
but I would
very
never
nice.
do their hair again.
Yeah. But I do think because
they're counting specific snips. Because they told her not only does her hair have to be the exact same length, they have to have the exact same amount of clipper snips.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense, because if you want me to make your hair similar or identical, that's fine. But one of your hair is longer than the other hair. So it might
how
take
does that work?
One snip or two snips longer to make sure. So which one do you want? Do you want the exact number of hair clips?
Snips? Yeah.
Or do you want it to be identical? Which one do you want?
I have a thought for this, because this is what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, if she's a smart hairstylist, she would cut the one and make it perfect and be like, okay, that was 15 snips. And then when they start counting, be like, okay, so 1, 2, and be like, okay, well, I got this one done in 10, but I'm just going to be like, just fake cut like the air so they can count it. Because they can't see what I'm doing.
They can't see,
This is psychotic. This is a level.
It's neurotic for sure.
Yeah. This is just too much.
They better be amazing tippers. Like you have to be to put this poor hairstylist through all of this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But I did realize. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a different subject. Go ahead.
Okay, because I did feel like between last season and this season, they seem like they've gotten worse about it.
I think so. I think they have gotten worse.
It's not just me.
I think they've gotten quite a bit worse. And then I noticed that they're not wearing the rings that Ben got them at the end of last season.
I didn't know.
Which, I mean, to be fair, they're not engagement rings, I guess. He just gave them to him. He didn't propose or anything, but they're not wearing them.
I didn't feel like their relationship was as strong this season as it was last season. There were some, and like I said, I know I watched both back to back, so I'm still confused about what's happening, but I just feel like there's a little more friction between them and him. I'm like,
but then okay, it's the next episode that he's actually in, but he does come around. Yeah. So I do think he genuinely loves them. I think that sometimes it must be a struggle with their, like, you're dealing with two people with, and I'm not a doctor. I did take a few psychology classes, but like
you did,
they seem like they have mental health problems because they're literally crippled by whether or not they're identical.
Yeah, it's It's really
it
sad.
would get exhausting sometimes to just be like, just be different. It's okay.
I can't imagine the stress of, well, I really have to poop, but you don't have to poop, so I guess I'll hold my poop. And
like,
then,
what if one of them, like you and I, our sisters, we're not twins, but you got the shits when you had that egg roll. I didn't.
Oh my God.
So what if that ever happens? Does the other one have to pretend to have diarrhea at Love's or what?
I don't know. And because I guess at the time I've been like, but we're the same, so why don't you have the diarrhea? So I don't know.
I actually liked
the
egg roll that you stole from me.
I was hungry.
You weren't hungry. I really think it's because you did the same thing when we went to an Asian grocery store once and we got food and I took one bite of it and I said, I'm not going to eat that. Like I had a feeling it would make me sick. And then you, because I paid for it, you took like 3 bites of it and then you got the shits.
Yeah, Asian food's not good for me.
Apparently not. But I also think it's because I pay for it and then you feel guilty because you're the older sister. You feel guilty when I pay for stuff and you don't want me to have wasted my money.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm going to have to eat this.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, it's fine. You don't have to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. And then you do it anyway. And then you poop your way through the zoo or down through Love's.
It was so bad. My stomach just immediately, I'm like, I'm not going to make it
I need
far.
to poop. Yeah, no.
I'm going to have to poop.
And then I had to eat at Cracker Barrel by myself. Because you were pooping the whole time.
Oh, did you know, just random subject change, people, welcome to the Disney portion of the show. Mom says that she wants to stop at Walmart on the way down.
No. Why?
So she can get her water bottles and all that. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to go to the one that we normally stop at because getting out is terrible. And Mom says there's a better way to get out of that Walmart.
Yeah, there's another road off to the side. But like, why can't we just get all this stuff before we leave?
I'm just letting you know what Mom said. We talked about it the other day, and I was like, I don't know, Jody, don't hit the thing.
You know what? Fine. That's fine.
Well, I told her, I was like, I'm fine with that, but I don't want to go to a Walmart in Florida because I feel like Florida Dr. Peppers are never as good.
Right. So we're going to have to go to the one on the way down or the little one on the way down.
Oh, yeah. I've never stopped at, I don't think, at the little one.
So why don't we just stop at the little one? Because that's Mom's drive, and then she has to get back in and drive again.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
That'll be fine. I like that one.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been to that one. And it's so nice to see a Walmart that's not little. That's not like a huge super center.
Yeah, because it's not a super center. It's just little. Yeah.
Is that the one with the McDonald's in the parking lot too?
I think so. Or the McDonald's is the next town over. Anyway, so.
Sorry. There you go, guys. Thank you for joining us.
I did like this hairstylist, though, because she's basically like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, they're nuts.
Oprah honest.
Because then they tell her that they're dating the same person. She's like, I'd never gobble the same dick as my sister. It's like, I mean, that is so real. I love that.
I feel like I was like, girl, we should hang out. That sounds, you right.
Yeah. And then she's like, they're very sweet people, but I would never do their hair again.
Yeah, because she also says like, and how do they have sex with the same guy? Like he gives you 3 pumps, you get 3 pumps. What does that even mean? I'm like, girl, all these questions we want to know.
Exactly. She's saying everything we're all thinking. It's just like, yep, we all think that. And then the girls do this, and I personally love this a lot. They have what they call lolly night. And their dinner is just candy.
Love it.
Every Thursday night, they just eat candy for dinner because it's their cheat night. So
yeah,
I'm like, I'm down for whatever night this is. What day do you guys do this? Because I'm coming.
Like, I will show it. It looks like they had Tim Tams and all sorts of good stuff. And
they
love
such yummy stuff. Yeah, and then like they had ramen, like they had a cup ramen, like a cup noodle. And I was just like, this is a baller night. I love this. This is amazing. I wish I could go to that.
Great cheat nights.
Yeah. And they say they look forward to it all week long. And I'm all like, I would too. Well, I would not be able to only have it one night a week though. So that's a lot of restraint.
How smart would that be though, to be like, no, I eat what I want only on like Thursdays or whatever. So I spend all week making lists of like,
yeah, this is what I'm craving.
I really want that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I love it.
Then you turn into Tammy is what happens. So never mind. That's probably a bad idea.
Because then I'd be like, oh, well, I have leftovers. I have to finish leftovers.
I have to eat them. I don't want to waste money.
Oh, well, I didn't find the right show to watch when I ate the last one, so my last couple bites weren't like the thrill that I needed, so now I have to do it again so I can
would
get that
have to
hit.
Because I would have to limit, because I'd be like, yeah, so I have to go to 17 fast food places and like all this because I just want all this. Yeah, it
And I
would
just
be
want the
bad.
fries from here, the nuggets
Yeah.
from here. I like the
Yep.
Dr. Pepper from here. Yeah, just going around doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say they are not trying to get pregnant anymore because they just are so stressed out about whether or not they stay the same. So
Yeah.
that's just
Which
what
is
they do.
good. I think it's I'm glad that they finally realized that that's kind of not gonna work. But it
No.
does make me sad for them.
It is
But
sweet
also,
though, because they say that it is not a deal breaker with Ben whether or not they have children, which I love
it's
that
good.
he's supportive of whether or not they want to have kids or not want to have kids, and he
Yeah.
doesn't care either way, which
Yeah,
I personally love that for them. So
yeah, I'm glad Ben's not like, well, if you can't have kids,
then get out.
get out.
Or and he's also not saying like, no, I for sure don't want to have kids, because he's just going on what they want.
Yeah, he's like, whatever
You guys
want
to try for babies? Because I'll do the nutting, and if you don't want to have babies, then I'll cover it up.
Yeah, it's like, I
Cool
don't
beans.
care. I don't
care.
Nothing really changes
Whatever
in
we're
my
doing.
life. Yeah, except for accoutrements.
Accoutrement. But like the girls are still standing by not wanting to get pregnant without each other, which makes me wonder why they're not doing surrogacy or adoption or something. I don't know.
I feel like they must at some level realize that that is not going to happen. Like, you cannot have, like, their sister told them last season, it's like, that's not how this is going to work.
Yeah, because your babies are going to be different. Your pregnancies are going to be different. Even if they start on the same day, you two, as different people, can have completely different experiences.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so I'm wondering if it's just the more they've thought about it, that it's like, yeah. Because then they talk about like they want to die together and all this. And it's like, guys, this is probably not going to happen.
Yeah, you're probably not going to die at the exact same minute.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about it. Like, even with the tooth thing, one of them has a garbage tooth and the other one doesn't. And you're eating the same thing. You're doing the same things. So your bodies are different.
Yeah, which, like, during Lolly night, I was like, ooh, that one with the sore tooth, I bet that's terrible.
Yeah, that would hurt. Right?
So bad to be like,
I was going through the episodes and it looks like one of them is about the tooth. So.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm excited to get to that. But that's like towards the end of the show existing.
Yeah, because somebody mentioned that. And yeah, apparently it's still an issue because it's coming up.
It is coming up. And then Mom basically is sitting there guilt tripping them about how she wants 2 more grandbabies. And then they seem genuinely upset by what she's saying. And then they're crying about their setbacks and that, but they also are completely adamant that they're not going to change for anyone. Like, this is who we are, and we struggle to live our lives like this, and this is what we want. So
I feel I don't know, I feel differently because I feel like Mom being like, oh, but I really want grandkids is not crazy to ask, I guess. But also, if your girls
it's not
are
about
struggling,
you.
And if your girls are struggling, then shut up and just be supportive. But also with these two, because literally they had sex with Ben and then sent him out for a pregnancy test. It's like, it probably didn't take that, like, most what? Like, unless you're super fertile, you get to do this for a while, like, I feel like, before you get pregnant. So part of me is like, when you say y'all struggled to get pregnant, are we talking like a month? Or like, how long did y'all want this?
I think that the inevitability of it happening for one of them freaked them out so bad that they tried for maybe a week of unprotected sex, and then they stopped.
I did get the impression when they were on the couch having their talking head that one of them really does want a baby,
and the other one doesn't. It's like,
but we have to be different. The same. Yeah.
Yeah, because like, there's one of them in the next episode who's like crying about their baby dolls, and the other one's just like, but we have to be the same. So
and it's like, oh, okay, all right. So it was, but Mom needs to be quiet, because if you're struggling with infertility, then it's nobody's business but your own, and just be supportive.
Agreed. And your kids, and this is, I mean, as an infertile woman, your kids do not owe you grandchildren.
No.
Period. They don't. It is their life. It is their decision. and you don't get to put stipulations on what they have to give to you.
No,
they
that's
don't.
true.
You can want them, but you keep that shit to yourself. So that's my opinion as an infertile woman.
I feel like the person who is most supportive of us not having kids was probably grandma.
Oh yeah, I don't think our grandma would have had kids if it wasn't the societal norm.
Yeah, because grandma was always like, no, why would you have kids? I worry about your dad all the time.
Yeah, she's like, I haven't had a good night's sleep since that motherfucker was born and worry about him all the time, and I don't want to. And it's just like, all right, grandma.
She'd go off to the point that she'd be like, I'm getting uncomfortable now because I'm here.
You'd be like, I don't, yeah. All right. So but I also don't think our dad would have kids. So
dad would do whatever mom wanted. That's all I can say.
I know, but I think that if it was up to dad, we would not exist.
No, I think mom was enough for dad. I don't think dad needed us.
Yes, I'm not going to unpack all that trauma. Yeah. So anyway, moving over to Jordan and Randi. So they say that their father prevented them from being split up in preschool. Probably the biggest mistake of his life.
Probably if I was that guy, I'd be like, regrets.
I regret that. I do think that because they would have, they're actually not as up each other's assholes as other siblings we've covered on this show. Yeah.
Other twins
they dress differently. They have different hair. It's dyed the same, but it's different.
Yeah.
But they are living together.
Different. Yes.
Yeah. So, and they wanted to marry twins. So
kind of like the ones from last season. We need to marry twins.
But less extreme.
Yes.
Than
very
them.
much less extreme.
So they end up helping one of them pee in the woods, which honestly, this didn't throw me off at all because one of them is literally only present while the other one's peeing to make sure no one can see her peeing.
Yeah. Well, and that
which
makes
is
sense.
100% something I would do for you.
No, because 100%, because I was like, I would probably need someone to hold my hand so I could squat because I don't know if I could squat anymore. I'm so old. So it's like, can you just like hold my arm, like hold my hands so I have something like, to anchor while I squat to pee. Like you don't have to watch, just let me do this.
Yeah, you just have to be present for me.
Yeah.
But so they pee in the woods together. We find out that they met Derek and Daniel. I don't know, at a twin thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But none of the twins dress alike in this little quattro.
So
honestly, I do like that.
As much as these are twins, they also don't look like twins. It's like these could just be.
They don't. Sisters.
I don't want to say regular people. That seems mean, but you know what I mean.
Just
like
just sisters. Yeah. Derek is dating Randi, and Daniel is married to Jordan. Yes. And Jordan gives me. I don't like the vibes off of Jordan because Jordan is very controlling. It feels like
very to a Jessica level controlling.
Yes, and I don't really like it. Yeah. Randi is currently moving into Jordan's new house with Jordan's new husband. Yeah. The boys say that they love each other, but they do not want to see each other every day. But the girls 100% want to live together the rest of their lives and are hoping that their husbands will just come along for the ride.
Yeah.
So, but the boys do not want to.
Yeah. So, no, they're like, no, this is, why would I want that?
Yeah. And Randi is pissed off because Derek hasn't proposed. And then this is where I think that the timeline is stupid because Derek says that he wants to marry Randi, but he wants to do it on his own terms and he wants to propose when he can plan it.
Yeah.
We also find out because the way they're talking is like they've been together for a decade. Yeah, and he still hasn't popped the question.
High school. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we find out that they've been together. They've known each other a year and a half.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's not that far. That's fine.
So Jordan and Daniel got married. He proposed in under a year and then they immediately got married. So can we all calm down? That's not a normal timeline.
Like, I hope this all works out. But my first thought was, okay, so what happened is y'all wanted twins. And it's just like that other couple. We were like, we feel like two are really wanted to go on the date. And the other two were like, oh, it's so awkward to be alone with my spouse. Yeah. It's like, did these two who happen to be twins fall in love? And now it's like, well, you two have to get married because I want you
I
to
don't know. I
marry
think
that
that
person.
Derek
I feel like there's a lot of
genuinely seems like
pressure.
he likes Randi, but
Yeah.
I honestly think that the problem is Jordan is putting pressure on Randi for not being married. And so in a situation where Randi might be fine with waiting on Derek, now
Yeah.
she's not fine because she's getting it from Jordan as, why isn't he ready to commit to you and all that shit, instead
Yeah.
of just
Maybe you're right.
letting
'Cause
them
I
live
just
their lives.
Yeah, because I don't understand the rush. It's like, you guys can get married at different times, and clearly you did, because it didn't even look like they ran away to get married. They had a full-on
No, it was a
wedding.
big old wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, so y'all knew that y'all weren't gonna be married together or do all this together, so there must have been some separation.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
there would have had to
now,
be.
I mean, and I get being jealous, I guess, to an extent, of being like, "Oh, but, my sister's happily married and marriage seems so great,
But
and
are you
now I
happy
want
with
that."
Derek? Like,
Yeah,
that's the question. Like,
or are you just happy
why
with
do
the
you need a
marriage?
ring that bad? I guess.
Yeah.
I just, as a married person, I guess I don't get what the hype is. Like,
That's
I
such
really
a
don't. Like,
glowing
especially not
recommendation
in,
for marriage.
well, like, no, I love being married to Kyle, but also if tomorrow I find out that my marriage has been null and void for the last 17 years, who gives a shit? I probably wouldn't
Yeah.
get married again. Like, I
Yeah,
don't care.
Yeah, if Carl didn't file that paperwork properly or
Right. If we
something.
find out Carl just never filed it, it's like, who cares? I
It's
mean,
like
it is what it is at this point.
it's like, we're here anyway. Can't he file it
I
now?
guess like the whole, like, V and Demetrius have been together for 20 years and are not legally married, but are
Yeah.
happy. Like, I guess I just don't understand why some people, and I think it's probably the region and stuff, like living in the Bible Belt and crap like that. But like,
Yeah.
you feel like you have to,
Yeah. See, and
which you don't.
I don't know. I don't understand why they want to get married, and it feels like you have to get married if you're a twin dating a twin, because your other twin's married to her, and it's, I don't know. I didn't feel like any of this makes sense, because it feels like, why did y'all get married so fast? Why is this one taking so long? And maybe it's just because the boys were raised as different individuals.
Yeah. And the
I don't
other
think
one's
he's
like, I mean, he wants to get married that fast. That's fine. But I want to take my time.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not in a hurry to do this.
No,
So
because like the vibe I get from Derek, well, I don't know. I guess I can see two sides. I can see that he either doesn't want to marry Randi,
yeah,
and he's just like feels
trying to figure out.
pressure to be
Yeah.
with her. But then there's also a side of me that seems like he just wants to do it on his own terms and not to be bullied into something. Because like maybe there's a part of him that's like, but does she love me for me, or does she love me because I'm a twin and that's what they
Yeah.
dreamed of?
See, that's what I would worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Probably not because the show ends. But anyway, so the girls are taking a bath together and they have to cool down the water with frozen veggies. I again, I could see being in a bathtub with you. I cannot see being in a bathtub butt naked though.
It's
together?
one of those things, like, I
Yeah.
could see it in like there's no other option.
How is there no other option though?
I don't freaking know. We just talked about getting our hoods pierced. So we're all over the board today.
We are.
I can understand, like, if it was like, would you take a bath with your sister? It's like, I guess, like,
I mean, like, I guess if I had to, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I would need to.
But also, it's like, why can't I just wait until she gets out of the bathtub? Also,
like, I don't think it would really. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, go on.
I mean, the intro to the other song is not quite 1,000 pounds. We are not anywhere near that, but also comfortably, I wouldn't want to fit in a bathtub with either with both of us. Because unless it was the bathtub mom and dad had when we were kids in their bedroom, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because that was like a jacuzzi. It was massive.
Yeah.
Massive but I mean,
bathtub.
That's the only one that could. It was a 2-person bathtub, not a normal bathtub.
No, it was huge. But I mean, and I'm not saying that either one of us is like so ginormous we can't fit in a bathtub, but 2 people in a bath, because sometimes I get uncomfortable in a bathtub because I'm like, why are my knees like cold? Like,
don't you wish that you could put your boobs in and your knees in at the same time? You can't.
I wish it was like a deep, like up to my neck level bathtub.
Right, but that just we don't have that kind of money.
No, but so the idea of taking
we don't have soaking tub money.
And like my bathtub is like, yeah, I guess we can. It's gonna be more awkward and uncomfortable.
It's gonna be 3 inches of water when we get
it's gonna
out.
be it's gonna be like we used to at grandma's house when she'd give us our baths and it didn't come up like past our knees.
Like halfway through your thigh is where she would turn the water off.
So I mean, I would take a bath with you, but also why would I?
I don't know why it would be life or death to be naked in the bathtub with you. Like if you needed me to bathe you because of a medical thing or whatever, I feel fine.
Like, I could.
But I don't know why I guess I could see I guess I could see getting naked in that situation if it's just easier for me to be also naked to wash you properly. You know what I mean?
But even if you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get wet, so I'm gonna take off my clothes.
I feel like I would still just be in my bra and panties.
That's what I was just about to say. It's like, but bathing suit, like bikini level, I would probably be like, okay, I'm just gonna go like this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be stripped down to my bra and panties and then wash you.
Yeah. Because, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird, but I don't want to do it. Does that make sense?
I think I don't want to do it, but I don't know. And then they start popping things on each other, which
I hate
whatever.
This.
That doesn't bother me at all. I love popping.
I don't pop pimples. I don't watch those videos
insane.
Where
that's
like
insane.
Dr. Pill Popper and all that. I don't
Pill
watch.
Popper, Pimple Popper, not Dr. Pill Popper. That's something different.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Dr. Pill Popper, I don't know.
Dr. Pill Popper, I don't know.
It's a different show for sure.
Like, you know when you're scrolling on something and all of a sudden it's like, oh, watch me pop this. I'm like, huh, I can't. I don't
always
like
pause. Like sometimes I'll like lay in bed with my phone, like because Kyle will be asleep, and you know how like YouTube will start auto playing whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll just be popping like blackheads, and I'll just watch that, and then I'll realize that 20 minutes have gone by, and I've just been watching someone pop stuff on someone's face or back, and I'm just like all enthralled.
I hate everything about that. So I literally like had to put. Like I have my new Mickey Mouse pop socket on my phone, so I literally like just turned my phone upside down till we were done. Especially like, ooh, show me. I was like, no,
yeah,
man.
No, I'm super into that, and it sucks because Kyle doesn't like me popping things on him. And then anytime I get one that would be like fun to pop, it's like on the back of my thigh or something like that where I can't see it.
Oh yeah, so I guess that would be like getting blue balled by your own body.
Yeah. And it's just like I'll pop it and like I'll feel it like come out or whatever, but like I don't get to watch.
Oh my God, no, I can't. It's so gross. I
don't get to like watch it. I can't put my leg over my head like I used to, so it's
right.
Just is what it is. But Randi in the bathtub is talking about how annoyed she is that she isn't married or engaged yet because they've been together a whole year and a half. And then Randi says she's getting very angry that he isn't proposing and she's using it to start fights, which I'm not a man defender. You guys should know that. Not. But like, this is probably why you're not getting a ring.
Yeah, no, because like, so Carl always tells me, and I know he's just probably lying to me, but every once in a while, you know, you get really tired of working or just tired. You're like, hey, can you just tell me now that you're a millionaire? And
like, haven't I done enough?
Yeah, like, isn't it time? Like, I've proven I'm here, and now he just says, yeah, but every time you ask, I have to add 5 years. So
yeah, so you're like probably up to like 100 years you have to wait before.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever find out. Like, so now I try not to ask. So I
do that to Kyle all the time. I'm like, I think that you should just tell me.
Yeah, it's like we've struggled enough, okay?
Yeah, I think that we've proved that I'll be okay. I won't change, I promise. I just want a house in Golden Oak.
Yeah, I swear I'm here for the long haul. Just give me the money. But yeah, no, if I was a dude, I feel like this is what I'd do. It's like every time you ask, add in a month. Like at this level, we will never be married.
Because like I guess I stand by. I don't understand what the big deal is. Like it's 2026. Well, now, so it's like probably what 2022, 2023 when this was filmed. It's not the 1900s. It's literally like no one expects you, I don't think, to get married. They're like what 25. I mean,
they don't look like they're in their 40s or 50s or anything. That's
I think they're like in their mid 20s, and it's like just enjoy your time.
Yeah, why can't we just? But also to play devil's advocate, I also understand that if marriage is an important thing to her and she really does want this,
right?
But that's shouldn't be something you're starting fights with. Indiana.
Yeah,
this should just be something that we just have had a conversation about. Like, hey, I do want to get married.
Because he seems like he's told her that he does want to get married. He just wants to propose on his own time. So
yeah, and
why don't you give him a second? Yeah.
You have to trust the process of you're here for the long haul. I'm here for the long haul. I'm going to wait till you're ready. And when it happens, it'll be beautiful.
It'll be amazing. And you'll forget all of this time that you've spent fighting, but he might not. So stop.
Yeah. Do you really want it to be, well, I don't know why you're not proposing. And he throws a box. He's like, fine, here's your ring.
Fine, bitch.
Let's get married.
Ring.
I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. You dumb. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, don't you want it to mean something for him to want to marry you?
Yeah.
Like the breakup. I want you to want to do the dishes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. So
that no one wants growing up is realizing that she is right. Yeah. Like, I remember when I watched the breakup as like a teenager being like, I don't understand why they didn't get back together. And now that I'm adult, like those, like when I see shots of Jennifer Aniston in that movie and I'm just like, I understand everything that she is saying. And he does not get it.
It was a very grown up movie.
It is. And it's like, good. It's good.
Welcome to recommendations of movies again, because we did that last time.
We do this at the end of every episode. Yeah. The breakup. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Watch it. And Baby Boom. I like Baby Boom. Anyway.
Baby Boom's great.
Baby Boom is great. All right. So, and then Jordan basically says that she thinks that Derek needs some motivation via herself bullying him to get Randi the ring, which is exactly what every man is going to react to.
Yeah. He's like, okay, well, I'll take my future sister-in-law and let her bully me. Well, I guess she is his sister-in-law regardless because she's married to his brother.
She is.
So, yeah, it's not future. It's just I'll let my sister-in-law bully me because that's not going to make family dinners awkward.
Yeah. So, all right. So next week, we're going to cover season 2, episode 2, Womb Mates. Ashley and V risk losing their family. Anna and Lucy experiment with motherhood. Jordan and Randi's scheme takes Derek to his limit.
Yeah, it does.
Not really. Not credit at all, limit. Actually.
No, I'm just kidding.
Facts. Credit limit for sure. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah,
bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share is the tea.